Hi, everyone. I have the air conditioning on because it's 34, 35, however hot it is here. Got the fan on me too. Block nose. Yeah, how is everyone doing? Have you ever heard of the Legacy Project? Well, no, of course not, because nobody has. The Legacy Project is the name of the alien secret project, alien retrieval program. You know, the one that they were using Navy SEALs to go and retrieve technology in other countries that we usually don't interact with, like on enemy land and stuff like that. Maybe I'm saying a bit too much, but I have my coffee brewing. Actually, it's already brewed. Coffee in the cup. Black strong coffee in the cup. How are you all doing? I'm excited about information coming out. I'm excited that the UFOs are still rising up here in the back. I'm excited that they're talking about a fight over who's going to dominate and own the moon now and the water on the moon. They're fighting about how much water is up there on the moon. It's going to eventually happen that they're going to just straight up show us the frickin' resorts and the rivers that are up there. Hello, Rumble, Dead Zone. Hello, Twitter, the new Dead Zone. And hello, YouTube, the always Dead Zone. Families here, as always. If not, we would not have anyone here. We don't get subscribers here on this channel anymore either. So if you said you subscribed to the channel, thank you so much, but they're not rising up. And that is because I am over the target. And in the news now, they're talking about possibility of the moon holding a certain being up there. Totally harvesting organs, most likely, prisons or whatnot up there. They're 3D printing organs in the news while they're talking about it. NASA's talking about that in space for some reason, because that's where they want to grow even vaccines in space, in pods, and then bring them back down for some reason. So I don't know, and how far are we going to go before we say, holy shit, we're aliens? Okay. Honestly, I have a lot of fun about it. We all have a lot of fun talking about that, but it's pretty serious. So I have a video later. I kept it short, 8 minutes, because I did want to talk about the Legacy Project, which I'm doing now. So Ross Coulthart, News Nation, whether you like it or not, you all know that for some reason, certain people and only certain people get dibs on having the right to talk about certain secret projects. And then it comes after. Do you see the diversions that they are posting? All the diversions that they're posting about in Oklahoma, a UFO car being seen. These idiots with well, not idiots. It's cool. I admit it's cool, but they're trying to divert the attention. So when somebody looks up UFO news, you'll go to the Oklahoma thing and not necessarily Red Rocks amphitheater event that just happened. We're going to start off the video talking about that. I want to talk about when Red Rocks Theater opened up in comparison to the date that nobody's talking about of the sighting itself. This reminds me like back with 9/11, when the first thing I did when 9/11 happened, I went and I looked up when was it built, the Pentagon, and it says on Wikipedia that the first day the shovel went in the ground to start building it was September 11th. So a lot of people, without feeling that, without having anything to do prophetic or anything even telepathic, just common sense, right? You wonder certain things. Like I never wondered when the Pentagon was built, but then things started happening and you go, when was that built? Who owned that association? And who owned that association? And now with the internet today, both what protects us and is killing us, the internet. So is the internet Satan? Definitely a devil for sure. Like our monetary system, another demonic thing. Darla, how are you? Alex is in the house. Cecil, right on. Cecil's here. Yes, sir. Elias, how are you all doing today, guys? Anika, how are you? The ghost. Because I can't reply to Anika. I have to use my French channel to reply to Anika. Don't feel any less important, but it sucks. Honestly, it sucks. She didn't get much information back from YouTube. I didn't get much information back from YouTube. What I think is happening here is the failure to communicate, because it's just artificial intelligence that's not too intelligent replying back to us and like offering us stupid stuff. As a matter of fact, the more I report, the more problems and lag I have on my my own channel. So it does make me laugh. We have people from the X platform here. Now, aside from 20 or 30 people here on YouTube platform, we don't get anyone anymore. So the not just the agents, definitely trolls, jealous little trolls were able to block and through scripting and applications to be able to block the traffic here. The government's definitely going to block the traffic coming here, so that's not anything new, but it's gotten worse the closer we are getting up to the elections and the closer we're getting up to finding out what's happening on the moon. My ears are bopping today. Maybe there's going to be something on the sun that explodes. It's been a while I haven't filmed the sun, eh? It's not because I'm not looking at it, because I don't get a clear sky, and it's not that active. It has not been letting off coronal mass ejections facing Earth. Geomagnetic storm, a G2, I think, if I'm not mistaken, a couple of days ago. But they're starting to talk about it in the news. Sky Australia news. New Sky Australia, if I'm not mistaken, we're talking about it, and a couple of people are like on the horn now about this. Star Hunter, how are ya? Happy to have you here, brother. Thanks for all the amazing support. Danny Ozone, thank you. Thanks, you guys. Well, thank you very much, Anika. Thanks again, Star Hunter. Jules, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all our BSA family. Thank you so much, Jules. How is the weather in Oregon? Are you guys cooking or cold? Christy, where she is, I've been looking at temps all throughout the past few months, and she was like three times as cold as I am in the day and in the night. I know she did get some hot spells over there too, but it's very odd. Here, I looked in the weather on the National Weather channel where I go and look, and they say that for the next 14 days, it's going to be 30 plus degrees, always with the effect hotter with humidex. So tomorrow, 36, the next day, 38, 40 degrees in the third day. And for 2 weeks, it's going to be hot like this and cloudy every day, rain every day. So there'll be clearings and whatnot. But even with the rain in this and this strange weather phenomena, it is allowing me for some reason to capture some pretty cool stuff in the sky. So either way, we'll just take what they give us. How are you, Jules? Nicole, I love this, and I never said it. I always say when she's here, I always say Nicole S. You know, but if you could say it a different way in French, if some of you know what Nicole is. Yeah, that's just my stupid head. Count Derpula in the house. Boom, boom, boom. Is that sun going to blow, brother? You're watching it too, eh? A lot of you are watching the sun, seeing what is going to happen with the sun. Thanks to Cole S for being here. Scrolling right along. Ears are bopping. That's funny. Hello, everybody. Were you watching, what is the name of it? I keep forgetting his name. I don't know what that happens to me. I'm not picking up enough, I guess. No, the one we always mock, laugh at. Did anyone see about the new stuff coming out about Saudi Arabia, the new footage about 9/11? Yes, absolutely. Wish I could even talk more about it. Yeah, absolutely, Cecil. A couple people were on the horn about that. Alex Jones also on InfoWars was on the horn about that, also talking about that. So China brings back some samples from the moon. There's talk about there being organic matter in it. Talk about, of course, water in the rocks, the regolith as we know it. Nelson, the administrator, also said that we're going to have problems with China. Is China going to try, even though it's just hearsay, I would say, is China going to try to take a grab of the moon? Well, listen, we fight here on Earth with all those countries. Whatever's going to be happening in space, of course, they're going to be fighting. It's like a bunch of children. So the ones that are running this world and making the laws and putting people away when they fight like children, are we the children? I don't think so. We have childish rulers, literally, that are thinking of their own asses, and that is it. Thinking of their own monetary and bloodlines and whatnot, and spas and yachts, right? So like Bill Burr said one day, he says they're gonna have to bring back their yachts. I think he was on Jay Leno that time way back. Another person that I thought was awake, Bill Burr, but he's like, it's that some of them gave in to this, and they knew they just gave in because the money was too. I think that's what happened. Yeah. Thank you very much, Anika. You all can head on over to Rumble. We're still at 102,000. If you and actually no, that's that'd be fun though. We're at 1,000 subscribers and 2 subscribers. So head on over to Rumble if you're not already subscribed, and leave a comment, a thumbs up, especially because there'll be 21 dislikes and only about 9 likes, which I find cool though, because honestly, the people that are already here, you shouldn't have to be going to Rumble. We should be getting, like, I know this is crazy, like new people should be coming also to the platform on Rumble. Rumble is more open-minded, supposedly. I don't know. I'm just holding back saliva, the tip of my lips here and tongue, from wanting to talk about the vaccines, from wanting to talk about LGBTQ, PQ plus holy S, all that, and a lot of things that are going on, the protests with Palestine and stuff. I so wanted to get into that with some extra curriculum activity, some extra streams on Rumble. But I don't know. I had put up a video about Bill Gates and his corrupt foundation, and unfortunately, it was banned from Rumble, surprisingly, and that was about over 2 years ago, and never again re-mentioned it. So I think pretty much all platforms are banned, eh? You know that guy that's I Fight for Kids, big red bearded guy that Alex Jones is even talking to him now. He hunts down pedophiles, right? And his channel was taken down because now he's exposed the leader of the LGBTQ, which, by the way, got caught in a pedophile ring, porn and all, everything. So that is why they took the channel down, not the one you think. Took down the guy's channel that fights for freedom of children. I Fight for Children is the name of his channel. Elon Musk apparently was fast on the ball to be able to get back and have it. So that's a little concerning that it's his own platform, and you can see that there's a suppression and a control for freedom of speech on all platforms, to the point that even the ones running the platforms don't have control, like most likely like YouTube. That's probably how it is. Yan, how are you, brother? Now, Simon Friday, see Andrea. Thank you very much. Hello. 30 minutes ago, 5 in Vancouver Island. Ooh, I don't like that. Ooh, near volcanoes. M5. Okay. Wow. Magnitude 5. You know what's going to happen, eh? The San Andreas Fault. Even I'm on the fault here all the way down this way. Cecil, thank you so much, man. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate that. Crazy Music Space Jam. Thank you so much, man. I did an open heart operation. Okay. Scared the shit out of me. I did an open heart operation on his resonator, the Fender Resonant. Oops. Oh, it's on the stand over there. I usually have it up. Removed on his Fender Resonator. Maybe the other resonator. Oh my gosh, are you friggin' serious? You removed the plate to look inside. I always wanted to see that. I'll be looking forward to seeing that video. And did a replaning of the frets. I filmed everything to show you. Thank you very much. Crazy Music Space Jam. You guys can check out his channel too. And we always go there to have live streams. And this last live stream, he did a complete redesigning and remodeling. And I'm going to have to get you to sign my name and in my guitar. That's another thing you should start doing, eh? That'll be good. Get some people over in the apartment. Doesn't make noise, buriner. Or get 3 people a day to sign their guitars and just like 6 a.m. in the morning. Thanks a lot, you guys. Cecil, thank you very much. Anika, Child of Thoth on Rumble. Big supporter of all my platforms and channels. I thank you so much. Head on over to Rumble, guys. Hey, Luis, how are you, brother? Rodriguez. Hola, Bruce. Saludos desde Chile. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much, Luis. Thank you. Or Luis. I'm pretty sure it's Luis. Correct me if I am wrong. Sending lots of energy to Chile. You guys, Chile, we're going to start getting more hurricanes too. Every year, you look around the world, all the most beautiful places are the ones that are all being attacked, eh? Thank you very much, Crazy Music Space Jam. Mix Mayhem is in the house. Thanks again, brother. Mojo's Mama B, thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here, for coming to the streams. Good morning, BSA family. Thank you very much, Diana. How are you? Diana Kent. Super mods and all in the chat. Love from the beautiful Netherlands. Thank you, guys. Hey, that's cool. I got to get some people from the Netherlands listening in, which is really cool. We'll be watching a video later. Some cool things. They recently talked about asteroids that went by Earth. And I did get a planet-sized object going by the sun, which I never usually get a lot of views. We'll be looking at that one again. But comparing it to the actual image that NASA got, and lots coming. We got a comet coming that hasn't been seen since 1956 also. It's repetitive, lots of astronomical events and things that are supposed to be upcoming and happening very soon. And all over the web, putting your name out. Hey, Cecil, it is only because of you guys and gals doing that it really helps. Putting your name out there, 20 hours, I sleep 46 back on. Hey, Cecil, I love you, man, and I thank you for it. The little bit of shares that this channel got, I have under 2,000 shares entirely since the channel's been open. Hard to believe. And say to yourself that it shows when somebody shares it out, and to try to attract more people, because when you look at all the space channels, I don't have time to look at them, but when I do, you see a lot of people in the community saying, I wish we could see real structures on the moon. I wish we weren't using NASA images. I wish we were able to get in close and not just use P900s and 2-3 inch telescopes, which, don't get me wrong, they're amazing telescopes and you can get some amazing videos. It's just that with what I'm doing, I want to get in close, and I'm able to get in a lot closer. Somebody commented on one of the shorts recently, said, Bruce, your shorts are even closer than your regular videos. Thank you for noticing, because they were all redone to be able to get in really close to show exactly what's going on. Biggest secret up there. What are they doing on the moon? Are they harvesting body parts? I'm telling you, I have an eerie, creepy feeling about what's going on up there on the moon. Right on, Count. He's not done, eh? And it takes 5 or 6 days probably to medicate himself, but he's always on the horn. And the attacks, of course, like he said himself, he subscribed here, so it's always just new channels that he comes by with. Just waiting for me to mention his square crater. You're the only one having fun with me, man, with him. I'm telling you. JWS, thank you very much. Rumble, BSA family, and mods, thank you. Lawrence, money, the rot of all evil. Absolutely, it is. It really is. Scary stuff. It makes some people kill for it. Makes some people lie to family members and friends for it. Makes some people destroy their lives. Some people that can't have money in their pocket, it burns in their pockets. It's like, not going to deny it. It's easy to spend money, especially when we don't have a lot of money, right? Like all of you, right? You could have a big ass house, and it doesn't mean you have much more money. It's that you were able to get yourself a bigger house, and now you're paying extra stuff, paying taxes, paying more for the land, every year and whatnot. I have a tiny, a small, well, not tiny. I don't live in a midget house. I have a small house here that's not even paid for yet, but sort of between rents or whatever, without getting too personal. But in reality, it's expensive. Rent has gone up for everyone. And even if your house is paid, it's gone up because you're paying more to take care of your land. You're taking, if you have a car, well, oil changes, all that. Everything's so damn expensive now, right? It is ridiculous. But it's going, Hey, ODNT Alex, thank you very much for being here, man. Bruce, we here are over 102 Fahrenheit. That's getting hot here at my house and drier than I have ever seen. That is nuts. And you see the differences, where it's usually humid. People are getting dry, where people get a lot of rain. Now they're getting dry spells, and it's just upside down. Here, we're getting both, Jules, up and down, like a lot of you. It's crazy, really, really crazy. And it is scary. It's absolutely very frightening that all that's happening. Jules, wow. I have to thank you so much for appreciating the moon research. Why am I stuck now? How come I can't? Always little problems, eh? 1, 2, and 3. And there's a number 4. I'll have to scroll down to see what that is, and I don't see it. Love the moon research. And member for 14 months. I thank you so much. I love you really a lot, Jules. Thank you so much. And now if I scroll all the way down here, it must be another. Xander's in the house. Shamelessly voracious. My phone ETS very hot when I watch your live, and battery drains fast. They don't want us knowing what you say. Thank you very much. Those are little things also that are happening that I believe, yes, is all deliberate. They go, they do lots of little attacks, and they do everything and anything they can to keep people away. Ken Ash, thank you very much. Scrolling down, there was another contribution here. Jules, there's Jules. Thank you again. And see, Jules wasn't showing up underneath. Come on, people. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bruce, for sharing your moon research. I thank you so very much, Jules. 777, lucky number. Thank you. Absolutely, Darla. Thanks, you guys, for everything you do. Mods, everything. Even if you're not a mod, listen, if you're here coming by the channel and you find interest and you took the time to subscribe, thanks very much. It really does help the channel because we don't get subscribers. Usually we unsubscribe. We got Mr. Piggy that likes doing that. That Hurricane Beryl, yes, McSmam, I've been watching it, just got by Jamaica, and now apparently on the southern edge of Cancun. From the last that I heard quite a few hours ago, actually. Hurricane Beryl should have not been able to develop as we have huge amounts of Sahara sand dust. That's true. I know a little bit about that because I heard that because of that would have caused it not to happen, but traveling right across from Africa, plus a lot of wind, sheer, curious. Absolutely. Yeah, Hurricane Beryl. And on top of it being the earliest and another record-breaking Hurricane Beryl, it quite quickly went up to a tropical Category 4 storm, and then a Category 5 hurricane. And then as it was barreling by Jamaica and the Cayman Islands, it was partly just on the extremities of the Cayman Islands. They had up to 140-mile-an-hour winds. They had flash floods, and there was order for people to shelter down. Some people did go to the shelter, but as the person in charge over there mentioned, I think it's president or whatnot, said that not a lot of people wanted to go to the shelters. People want to protect their homes. Also, they're worried about what's going to happen. I have family up there in the Cayman Islands also, so I was a little worried about them. Lucky to live in a beautiful area. But I guess, eventually these hurricanes are going to be back to back. Look, Jupiter has a continual storm. Is it going to be like that all the time? Is it going to get earlier and earlier next year? That's scary as hell. Florida last year was the worst we had ever seen when it literally leveled islands. Remember Puerto Rico? Leveled Puerto Rico. We started seeing the gradual, all the Wendy and all the hurricanes, New Orleans, everything that happened, Katrina, it started getting more drastic, earthquakes and everything. Now an earthquake in Vancouver on top of it. We've been quite a while not having a large one. That's really concerning me, that there's been a shift in the sun activity also, where we saw the sun go, not dormant, but really stopped spitting at us for like quite a few weeks, almost a month. And then the drastic X4 or 3 that we got, which is, listen, it was comparable to what happened at the end of the 1800s in New Madrid and everything, the events, because they were talking about the sunspot was pretty damn big. And I filmed it, and it was large. It was almost the size of the Carrington event at the end of the 1800s. Simply Samantha, how are you doing? Every time I'm on the channel and they talk about the moon, I leave a comment about your channel. That is, I love you guys for it. Simply Samantha, thank you so much. I mean it does help, guys. It does absolutely help, because if people aren't doing that, there's not going to be anybody, that's going to come by. And since I am absolutely shadow banned, Hauser showed me something the other day. I wasn't sure what it was. I could be mistaken, but I think he showed me something that said I was a ghost banned on Twitter. I don't know if it's an application to see that you can run channels through to find out about the channels. And again, forgive me if I'm wrong. I just shared this to all my friends, Facebook and on Newsfeed. I really appreciate that. People, I'm blocked from Facebook. I am banned for life from Facebook. So it's always nice to open a link, Cecil. Every time somebody shares on another social media platform, as a matter of fact, the algorithm suggests it on YouTube that you do that because it opens a portal, opens a doorway from Facebook. Every time somebody sees that link, they'll click on it and wind up on my channel. So, hey, thank you very much. Lucky Bugger. Tacos. Sounds good. Root Paranormanoid channel. I did not see him yet. Thank you, Jules. Tony, how are you, man? Hola, brother. Muchas gracias, man. Tony's in the house. Hola, amigo. ¿Cómo estás? Or ¿cómo está? No. ¿Estás? ¿Hasta? I'm going to have to develop my Spanish a lot better, guys. Honestly, I should have taken the time to do so. I have a Spanish channel, by the way. Trying to gather some people to get interested, Tony, in the research. Astronomy ovnis. I work hard in learning the terms, and then I put up a video, try to speak with the least accent as I can, most clarity that I can, most likely with some mistakes, but it's all about reaching people. Hey, Cecil, dude, thank you so much, brother. I can't thank you enough for that. And I mean it. Member for 3 months, unsubscribed countless times. Yes, I know. YouTube, not cool. Cecil, thank you so much, brother. 56 on X, Alex says. I'll take it. Definitely take it. Diane Zaridi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you so much, Diane, for the kind comment. His Highness had to take a call. Sorry. My pleasure, man. No worries. His Highness from Ottawa in the house. Welcome, brother. Thanks for the support, man. That's right, Darla. Tonight we stream also at 8 o'clock p.m. Fingers crossed that Ross Coulthard's going to come out with this incredible revelation. Like, give us a date. When's the next UFO report, guys? July 15th? That's when the amphitheater opened up in 1941. So on the 5th of June, there was a sighting of a massive spaceship right sideways that vanished and headed out into the ether. I'm not a big holographic image fan about that theory, not excluding it, but honestly, how easy would that be, though? Like fake alien invasion, just being able to show an image in the sky would be able to permit the government defense in the States to rake in billions of dollars, no, for one sighting. If it was over a military silo, that's scary shit. It is true, though. Here's another thing. It could be that when UFOs appear like that over certain regions, that it's a message for the military and government that only they know what they are doing in those regions and what's there underground and whatnot, and that the aliens are sort of confirming, better watch it with your military silos, because they are here, I believe, in theory, to completely stop large-scale wars that could affect Earth in a way that whatever they are doing here, these extraterrestrials, it could hinder what they're doing. Just a theory. There's lots of them. More and more theories are coming out all the time, because the more that they talk about something, the more, or anything, the more we can come to bring up a new theory on the table, because there's just all this information that is coming out. I thank you very much, Anika. You guys and gals can check out my music channel. It's Bruce's Music. So The Spanish channel remained 5 or 10 subscribers away from 1,000 for a year. Okay. And so did the music channel. It's very close. Actually, no, it's still rising a little bit, but it's very close to being at 1,000. And I was doing that to be able to monetize it, make my own music, and to raise money for the research and stuff. So if you want to encourage a channel and you don't think you're doing much, you are, by just quite simply going by checking out a video. Bruce's music, if you're curious, I do play music also. Play guitar, harmonica, bagpipes. No, soon now, possibly. I love the bagpipes. You guys are making me blush. Delta Dog, True Family Channel. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, my friend. Back to you all. And thanks for being a tight-knitted community because of people like you, my friend. Thank you very much. Dwayne, how are you, brother? How is our Mr. White doing? Thanks, Dwayne, for being here, my man. JW, was it you that wrote to me, JW, yesterday? If you're talking about John Wall, yeah, of course. Yeah, definite. And if not, well, forgive me. Are you talking about James Webb? Probably not. But if that's what you meant. Do you think man is arranging most of the storms now? Mojo's Mama B, I honestly do believe it 100%. I believe that we can even manipulate what was the natural weather. So now let's go through a bunch of quick scenarios. What if the rain stopped around Earth and that we had to start, cloud seeding and whatnot? Started back at the end of the 40s, they say. In New York was the first area, the first one to sign into that contract with a couple of other countries, Canada, Spain, the UK, I think, but not that many other countries. Like they say that over Africa, they don't chemtrail. And now I've heard some people say they do. I don't know, like look at the last video I posted, contrails, chemtrails. They say that it happens at a certain height where it's so cold up in the air that it creates humidity and condensation. You just see a contrail at the back of the plane. Yeah, okay. I believe that's possible. But can they open and close it? No. But another scary thing is that it's always when they go over my house that happens. Could there be some type of portal or something that is causing a different of temperature in the air? Wow. Could be. I just, I said it in a couple of videos before. I'm literally living right on a Skinwalker ranch. Literally phenomena happening exactly, but what's going on Skinwalker Ranch, the same light phenomena, lots of the same similarities. Because again, don't forget, I'm documenting the characteristics of it all. I'm not here to flash more than anyone else. I'm lucky, guys. Nobody films UFOs rising from the ground. It's a very rare occasion. But again, notice that I understood it real quick when the pandemic started and people were not able to share the truth about it all. And people were just remaining asleep. I said, oh, that's how they hide everything. So obviously they can hide me very easily and stupidly when it's not even, I'm not big. So of course it's going to be easy for the government or any agent to hide me. And when I say agent, I know there's no 007 sitting down blocking me. Government does it through artificial intelligence. Maybe they don't even know in person who I am, right? Pentagon does. So does MUFON, and quite a few countries. The directors of the MUFON, some former directors and stuff, I had a chance to meet a whole bunch of them. Why? Because they wanted to confront me and they wanted to know what I was all about. They wanted to know what size my telescope was all about. But then I started realizing, is it because they want to hide what I'm doing? Or is it because, it can go both ways? It can always go both ways. It's always something incredibly interesting when you think of it. Simply Samantha, about 5 years ago, the solar system has entered the most energetic part of the universe. Yes, yeah, I heard that too. It's true. They're finding out the Milky Way has a lot less stars also. They just came out with that. All planets, climates are being affected. Yes, I can't say it enough. I say it all the time. Several years ago, Simply Samantha, I started filming a lot of explosions around Jupiter. Remember, everyone? Explosions around Jupiter and explosions on Venus that literally looked like Morse code. Flashes, extreme flashes where the whole sort of, like, of course, it's close to the sun. Obviously, the sun with the corona mass ejections, it must be bombarding the shit, excuse the expression, out of Venus and the close planets, the closer they are to the sun, right? They're talking more and more about Mars's atmosphere now, and 3D printing organs, living organisms, biometrics in space. They're 3D printing. So I just can't help but thinking that's what they're testing out on the moon. They're, experimenting with living organisms and cells, maybe even hybrid entities, a mixture of computerized, robotic, living beings with both living cell tissue and parts and stuff. I mean, talk about a science fiction movie, and it's not. It's not anymore. This is actually something that people are talking about in the news, and still, I'm talking to a lot of people here in town now. Not a lot, more people than I have before, and not only do they not know about what I'm talking about, they absolutely do not believe in UFOs. Here in my town, I don't think anybody does. Anybody that I've ever met here in my town, and we're talking about people that live on farms where there's no lights. There is here, but around here, not a lot of lights, and clear evenings where you see the Milky Way, all the stars, and all the lights that are moving around. It's funny how they don't know about UFOs, but they can very quickly say they're satellites, even if they don't watch the news or even do any research about the satellites and stuff. Depends on how curious you are to want to know about what's happening in the sky. I assure you, it's not satellites that I'm filming. I film them too, though. I show both. Satellite trains, UFOs. Wow, Anika, thank you so much. Thank you for your great work. Thank you very much for the generous contributions, my friends. It's absolutely amazing. I really appreciate that. Darla, thank you so much, you guys. I've had 3 other YouTube accounts. All got shut down and all videos wiped out, says Count Dorpula, because I called out the C-19. Yep. Keons. Yeah. I agree with you about that. And the same thing happened to me here also. I got several strikes, and even I got medical strikes, right? I thought only doctors got medical strikes, but it's something that virtually, literally happened. Thank you so much, you guys. Nina, greetings from British Columbia. Thank you. Canada in the house. Love it. Don't forget to stream tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, guys, Montreal time. So it is right now 1:40, 20 past. Hey, Kai, right on, man. Paranormanoid channel. So we celebrate independence and reality. We are slaves or sheep to the very few that control so many. Greed, my friend. Robert, how are you, brother? How am I with the time? 1:30. Oh, I'm almost there. Yes, it does. Yes, it's higherness. I'm anxious to see that. You know what I'm thinking, brother? I'm thinking they might look a lot like the mushroom buildings on this mushroom tip community. I'm thinking of a bunch of stupid stuff. Yeah, most likely they look very similar to some of the ones that we're seeing on this side. I hope they're going to show us some of it. When they talk about, there being beings on the moon, they're probably going to admit it, but they're probably going to admit it, if they do, to say that they're on the dark side and that they're not on Earth's side. But it might be the opposite, or that they're actually on both sides. We got people all around Earth here. There's certain sections where there are no people, like Antarctica, right? Thanks again, Nina. Right on, mix ma'am. Alex, thanks for being here, my brother. I did fight terrorists that planned into a dust bowl after UK, says Lawrence, left the EU, European Union as part of the global treason agenda. So happy to see that there are a lot of us that are awake, though, and know about this now. But it's so sad that we had to shut up and be very careful as to what we said online. Because if you're still here on YouTube, it's because you were a good boy and good boys and girls, because we can hardly say anything about these subjects. And piss me off, bro. Send energy your way, bro, as I always try to do, man. I don't know why I always feel that you're the one sending me the energy. Maybe you should stop and allow people to send you energy. You know what I mean? Like you're exerting so much energy. One thing that you always do, that you've always done, out of 20 things that you always do and you've always done, grab one and stop doing it. Just one a little bit less stress. No, not. It gets worse. I know it. We stress about everything when you think of it. It's a base. Base, Elias. I'm so looking forward to get a base one day. Can't even say the word. Right on, Dwayne. Thanks, bro. Yeah, keep your eyes on the road, my man. I'm sending lots of energy your way, bro. The White family, as always. Love you guys. Like Michigan has so many objects above and on top. Yes, we hear a lot about it. Maybe under it. I would not be surprised. I see many of them every time I go. It's funny, just exactly. Lake Michigan, there's news coming out from there today also. Absolutely. Ah, damn it, man. Thanks again, Darla. You got to get back, my Kai. Is Mama Bear here? Hello, Mama Bear. Yes, I'm lucky. My migraines have pretty much stopped. It's higherness. That is awesome. My son was talking about him having migraines now. We are in hell, right? You know it, right? We're living on the realm of hell, and we're suffering maybe for what we did, and we were pretty bad in another life. I think. I don't know. I think some of us understood, and we're getting better, but I think we have to do our time. Global famine, and then they'll bring in digital currency. Yeah, that's continually their goals. What they're doing. So they're doing with Biden now. They're getting rid of him fast enough. I'll say like Alex Jones called 2 weeks, said he'll be out. Famous Potatoes is here. Thanks, Jules. Mojo's Mama B. I'm going to be totally honest on that. I've been in the woods many a times, and I've seen some phenomena, and I've even seen some tall figures appear. But honestly, I can't say that I've seen Bigfoots. You know, maybe more skinwalkers. I literally saw Indians in feathers with red paint and feathers not up on the head, but feathers dangling down the sides. We were 3 of us that saw that. But yeah, I've seen some fucked up stuff, Mojo's Mama B. I'm telling you, the beautiful thing is that people that admit this, it will always just remain somebody that's on the eccentric side that saw something that could always be either a liar or telling the truth. Because even when you see it yourself, you're going to start asking yourself if you really saw it. You want to be sure that you saw it. I saw some really fucked up stuff. But as for Bigfoot, like the famous Canadian Bigfoot, no, I heard a moose walking by my tent one morning. I sure damn did think it was a Bigfoot. But skinwalkers here in the Canadian forests, there's a lot of American channels that are talking about Canadian forests here because they've come camping here. Canadian forests, deep forests, are horrific. They're horrifying. Okay, it's like being in Amazon. I'm telling you, it's like the jungle. Lots of strange phenomena happens, a lot of Indian land, like me myself here, that's on the Indian land. And like Darla and I were talking the other day, there's an Indian reserve not far from here. We're on Indian land. Lots of people were running around here, killing themselves with axes and stuff on horses. And you can imagine that over many, many years of time, and the those field lines, magnetic energy lines that go all over Earth, like they do in the cosmos, in the universe. I believe it absolutely exists, that energy can bring back a reoccurring energy that happens continually, where we can see people from the past and events from the past. Wow. Well, still good if as long as you're limiting. That's what I say. If a guy could drink 40, drinks 20, you're limiting yourself. I really am. I'm very lucky to be here, both on the platforms and also living here where I am right now. Grateful it worked out that way and you share what you see. I thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Thank you for appreciating the research, of course. Get into that video now there. Galactic current sheet encroachment is increasing. Oh, yes. Hey, sorry about that. Those of you being kicked out. Betty Zoom. Kai, I love you for that, man. Thank you very much, brother. Movie suggestion. Alex Falsier says UFO 218. And I'm going to have to. You know what I did the other day, which I never do? Watch Men in Black. Yes, totally disappointed. Promise I'd never watch a person I hate a lot, Will Smith, corrupt little SOB lefty. But as I was watching it, you ever notice how I forced myself to watch it? Seriously, I think some of those movies are totally ridiculous. Why is everyone talking about the moon? And when I say everyone, everyone, all recent movies, either about time travel or not, have to do with the moon, right? So that one, and Men in Black, I don't know which one it is, has to do with him. Anyways, he's called James, and his father, was shot by an alien and whatnot. So it's a bit exaggerated, the story, but look at it the way you want. They talk about the moon. They had to go plant something on the Apollo 11 landing because it's going to create a shield, a force field around Earth. Every movie has dibs for some reason on being able to talk about actual real terms and things going on, but they have to say that it's science fiction movie. Isn't that a little odd? I was offered to make a movie about my research, but the guy that wanted to do it, a former MUFON, I don't care if you guys don't believe it or not. By this point, there's lots of shit that I said that you guys said, wow, he's probably full of himself. But no, former MUFON from France, Belgique, I believe, wanted to make a movie with all my research, but wanted to present it as science fiction so that people would be attracted to the ideal of it. And I was like, wait, fuck that shit. This is not science fiction movie. This is real research that the government's hiding, and it will be presented as real research, no matter how many people are going to come here to see the research. Final answer. Strange that some can see them so clearly and others are oblivious. Absolutely. So that's proof in a way, no, but sort of as a theory that some of us really are being mind controlled. Some of us are hypnotized. Some of us are asleep. Did Anika get expulsed? Really is. Bill Weedman, hi, brother. It really is slow. Hey, Afghanistan came back to the house. Thank you very much, magnificent people of Afghanistan. We got Scorpio in the house. Thanks, my dear friend. Hello, everyone. Love from Afghanistan, and thank you very much for being here. Nina says, lost my other channel. Well, copyright strikes. That sucks. Make sure to sub this channel. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, guys and gals. Mr. Grip Ripper is here. They all just come inside, been doing diagnostics on a faulty CCTV camera, but it's head scratching anyhow. Yeah, it's like maybe the sun's doing that's my excuse for everything now. Sore back, it's a damn sun. Kids are acting stupid, it's the sun. Exactly, Anthony. And I assure you it goes deep as hell. Speaking of rabbits, I found a rabbit hole in the backyard the other day. It's a sign. I like that one. Shifting Globes, 369, Arizona, another beautiful place. Thanks, USA, for being here. You guys hot right now, as you always are. Soft censoring, many YouTube channels. Please check to see if you are indeed sub to us. Thank you so much, Darla. Right, you are. Some people that aren't even showing stuff get their channels mysteriously banned, but there's both. There's YouTube glitches. No way in hell that I'm showing what's on the moon that I'm not being banned. That's for sure. which is all the best place on earth to see backyard UFOs. Absolutely. Backyard redneck UFO astronomy, guys. That's exactly what I'm doing. The only place to see UFOs on the moon. Thank you. Thank you very much. Imagine if the world knew that. Like, come on. Is he actually the only one showing stuff on the moon? You know, people, the other channels that show stuff on the moon get mad and stuff like that. Oh, damn right. Now I know why you're a musician. I miss my long hair, brother. I'm telling you. Nina, that sucks, but I thank you so much for doing it. Honestly, for resubscribing, everyone. Thank you very much. Thanks for the generous contributions, everyone. Yes, I'm subscribed, Shifting Globe 369 to Odyssey, so that if I shut down here, my videos will automatically pop up on Odyssey. And because I did that, what I should have done is just quite simply headed over and started it. It's so bad how I'm hidden on all the platforms. Rumble is ridiculous. I get 30 views every 3-4 days on Rumble. It's just absolutely so sickeningly sad. I believe that Mojo's Mama B. That's a wonderful one. I'm with you on that one, 100%. Or whether you believe it or not, but it is a good question. 100%. I believe that we can go straight through Earth, and even if it's not going straight through the width wise of it, we are definitely on the inside, many kilometers downwards, going across. And you know, don't forget, there's oceans inside of Earth. There's lots of volcanoes and magma, and everything's flowing around. I mean, you can only imagine, you know, the vents that are no longer have volcanic activity or whatnot, that all these tubes inside of the ground, much like the tubes that they talk about on the moon. Keep it going, my brother. That, I'm telling you, we live in Germany back in the second time of the Second World War, Darla. With Bill C-63 here in Canada, we may still be removed for sweet F all. Absolutely. Yes. Be jailed and be fined for saying that, you know, we disagree with the narrative. Horrible. Beth. How are you, Beth? Nice to see you. Odie Dokie in the house. Hey, love you even more, Beth. Thank you very much for everything, and thanks for being here. Thanks, Anika. 80 on X. I'll take it. Thank you, X. I wonder if she'll be replacing Beden. She's even dumber than him. Yeah, it does shamelessly seem like it's hell. Absolutely. Something has flipped. I don't recognize this world anymore. It's unfamiliar since 2020. Oh, shit. You said it. Excuse the expression. You said the exact time. Like, we've been seeing changes for ages, for decades, but no, for centuries, but that millenniums at 2020. It's also when my channels were blocked. Also at the same time. So here I do have a video for us all. I hope we'll be able to listen to it without any problems. Kept it short. We'll be back talking to each other right here. I'm going to share that. First, I'm going to go on StreamYard, and I'm going to present share screen. Thanks again, everyone, for being here. We're going to watch a video about approximately 8 minutes together. And I'm going to put my big, ugly head down here. There we go. Hope the volume will be okay. Enjoy. I said enjoy, but it's not there anymore. There you go, everybody. Thanks again, everyone, for listening in. Red Rocks Amphitheater. Where is it? It's in Colorado. Very large venue, thousands of feet, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a place where several popular Western singers, Armstrong way back in the day, blues, jazz artists that have been there. Done, apparently created by that rock that you see in the back, by a massive, incredible tectonic event, and that this was in the bottom of an ocean. So it's only cool that a UFO would come back to visit this site. In reality, this is the area where they saw that massive football-sized circular craft with 3 levels, windows, and lights all around it. Vanished and faded away into the ether. NEOs, near-Earth object. NASA's planetary radar tracks 2 large asteroid close approaches. Very recently, about 1.18 astronautical miles from us, almost the same distance as the sun to us, there are some objects that went by. And of course, we don't always get the best images from NASA when they show us these images. But I caught one, a planet-sized object, and as a matter of fact, now that we have some virtual real shapes and forms, we can compare to with what I got. So this is NASA again. If you look at that object, I mean, it was so eerily the same as the planet-sized object I saw from approximately 4 years ago. Check this out. We're going to go see mine, side angle of it, and the clouds. They are behind the clouds on top of it. So the clouds are going by in front of this object. This is the NASA object I brought. Also showing at the same time that when NASA shows images of asteroids themselves, even with James Webb Telescope, look how blurry they are. It has nothing to do with it being a bad quality or any of that. It's the darkness. They're, you know, like dead objects. Asteroids do not attract light. They're dark, so it does not attract any sunlight. The exposure down. So let's just head over to see what it looks like, my own, with the comparison of that rock on top there. So watch this. You're going to see the side view with clouds going by over top of this object that is going further away. The speed is sped up about 3 times, not that much more fast. And we see this object, either it's an explosion on the sun and this came from it, it's ejecta, or it's a planet-sized object. Why are we seeing it this way? Well, because exactly that, it's beside the sun. Notice there's a lot of brightness around the sun. It's because I had to up the exposure also. This object is hiding in the darkness beside the sun. A lot of people wonder, how come you see all this crap, Bruce, but a lot of people don't, even with also going the opposite way of the clouds, by the way. Somebody told me it was just a cloud, and it's like, well, it's going the opposite fucking way. You know, big channels. Because my exposure is always adjusted differently, right? Because my goal is using exposure as a tool to be able to see further and to see what's in the darkness. These are 2 objects that were approaching the sun, and look at the cross that go beam of light, bars of light that strand across space, as you see it even here. As it, I jump over things so quickly. With that image that you're seeing there is an image of the sun, and there's an object here. That's the object that I'm going to film going by it, but there was also another object, and they were both coming from the back of the sun. Okay, so for me, it's very interesting, quite simply, to be able, since I'm documenting characteristics, to be able to show you what NASA declares as the literal shape of the large asteroid, which, by the way, is the closest that ever came to us in a long time. So that's why I want to do the comparison. And again, here's mine. And those lines that you see that making a cross there, I've seen that on the star also. It's just light that is flying outwards, like it's being beamed outwards into space, and we're just seeing that massive line. And of course, obviously, because something's happening on the sun during geomagnetic storms while these objects were coming in. And this was 4, if not 5 years ago, when NASA was talking about lower Earth objects appearing suddenly in the solar system. Beam of light, bars of light that strand across space, as you see it even here, as it's going by. So people are saying, why'd you add that in? No, just the refraction of light, obviously. But that object that's going by the sun is the largest object I've ever filmed going by the sun. And obviously, this is not a capture that you're going to see every day, unless, of course, maybe you have a giant telescope, or maybe if I spent more time. I don't think I could spend more time. And NASA doesn't show these very often. This one's mine, but when they do, like the asteroid crash, well, everything looks very similar to what I'm filming. It's just that they don't show that to people. They show basically illustrations, not basically, 99.9% of the time, they say it themselves, NASA, it's all illustration used with satellite imagery, and people are like, wow, it's advanced. No, it's fucking people over. Again, this is with a camera. This is not a telescope and a solar filter. So on top of there being a solar filter, no, it's not refraction. No light gets through the solar filter. I upped the exposure to be able to see this object going by, and luckily was even able to capture some clouds going by, thus proving that this object would be far enough beside the sun or across. First time in 7 years, I'm going to mention it to you. I suggest, and no one will, I know it, make yourself a sun filter. Leave a little crack in the corner. Let a little bit of light come in. Experiment with that to see if you see things further out, and bring your exposure completely down to be able to absolutely conclude what is refraction, what's not refraction, even behind it. So there's a comet that has not been seen since 1956. And guys, it's set to pass by Earth. This was posted on June 27th, 2024. This is my capture several years ago, 4 years ago at least. Grand Rapids, Michigan says 5 years users will want to keep a close eye on the sky in the coming days. Comet with a 69-year orbit is set to pass by Earth. Let's jump to exactly what the comet name is. 13P Olbers. Heinrich Olbers found it back in 1815. Has not been seen since 1956 and is coming our way. Should be here when? Let me scroll down here. July 20th. So July 20th, hopefully we should be able to see the comet and its tail passing by just alongside, behind the sun, about 1.18 astronomical units from us. Since the end of 2022, I'm seeing objects and debris fly down amongst these lights that are taking off from low in the sky, low at the tree levels, and I'm filming hundreds of them every single clear night. A virtual portal over top of the house, where this is sped up a little bit. That pissed me off. On top of it being the day of the Roswell crash, that I film a UFO coming down into the trees, post a video, which is still only at 700 views, by the way. My best videos usually get 1,000 views, and that's low, but now 700 views. So always notice that every month I'll mention it, and you're going to see eventually you will all be a witness that the videos will go down to having 0 views. You'll see. Seeing UFOs come down out of the sky. Usually people don't film low with the infrared between trees like this unless they're on the edge of the horizon, right? Which would be very, very far away, a lot further than this. They're coming straight down, going straight up. And these objects come down to the height of the trees, seen from where I am filming these objects, which are, by the way, only approximately 1.7 kilometers away. I've said 1.9 was the first mention I said it. And the reason why I take that measure is because that's the distance from me and the 5G tower. And these objects are excuse me. One coming down to the yard. Well, check this out. It is 4:35 a.m. The sun's preparing to send some brightness, and I'm seeing. First, I want you to notice something. Satellites, when they go through clouds, well, what happens is we can't see them. This one is going through several layers of clouds, and you're going to see that the clouds are behind it. And this is one at 4:35 a.m. in the morning. I'll show you 1 or 2 more because there are a lot of incredible captures. So imagine how people would laugh if I was to post and say, look at the satellite that's over the tree. Nobody films. I mean, the freaking space station is not even that bright with an infrared camera. Look at it. Down to the yard. Well, check this out. It is 4:35 a.m. The sun's preparing to send some brightness. And by the way, it's not going through clouds. It's flashing, because you'll see it when it stops flashing. It goes through the clouds. Not through the clouds. It's on this side of the clouds. And satellites have to be on the other side of the clouds. Watch again. Well, check this out. It is 4:35 a.m. Flashing, literally. The sun's preparing
Send some brightness
over the clouds now. Watch. Yeah.
Watch it meet another one.
No, it went in.
That's right.
Watch this one.
Down. Yes, that light is large, 10, 15 times larger.
Watch
than
in front of the clouds.
UFOs that regular people film, even me myself, and it's under the clouds. Do satellites go under clouds? Come on, film.
Even closer.
There we go. Then I came up bright orange in the sky.
So this light here is nothing. It's because this object is too close to me. It's too bright, and it's causing the light. So every time I move the camera, you're going to see as this light's going by, this light gets really bright. And this mama was really low in the sky. Again, 4 a.m, something like that.
Film. There we go. And then I came up bright orange in the sky without me looking at it. That is not high up. Look at that. See where it is, guys? Check it out. An orb rising. Another incredible video. Check it out. How bright is it? What's this?
That was the light. I wondered what it was.
It was so bright that it's creating a light inside of the sensor of the infrared camera, just like the one that had landed in my yard, almost.
Whew, it's hot in here.
And well, these are the UFOs that rise every single night, every single clear night that I get to see them. And I'm even starting to film them amongst the clouds, the chemtrails, and even right during the rain. Here's one traveling through a magnetic field as it's taking off from low in the sky. I mean, like, if someone was to say, hey, look, I filmed a satellite, they would be ridiculed putting that in their title. Yet I'll tell people, look at the UFO rising. People just say, it's just a satellite. No, it's aliens, because the government has no idea who they are.
That's what I believe. That is what I believe. The governments do not know, I don't think, exactly what is going on. Stop sharing. And I'm back. And we're back. Software updates coming in while I was streaming. So I hope you found that video interesting. Tonight, I'm going to come on with some cool questions. And I'm going to go down the list. I want to know your opinions on what you think of the alien retrieval programs. Some of you, a lot of you here, Alex, people are skeptical about the truth coming out and whatnot. I want to know your opinion, because we're going to be able to, I'm going to be asking some questions. It's going to be some open-minded people will be the only people able to answer some of these questions. Now they're starting to talk about more unconventional terms and means or ways, ideas, theories, assumptions, looking at myths, ancient myths. They're talking about dragons, paranormal activity now, ghosts, specters, which another thing, Men in Black was another mention, specters. Why do movies, if the government is hiding shit from us, like completely, and it's that serious, like life or death for them and their pensions, why would they allow people to make movies and talk about it? Well, that's easy. Hollywood. And now here's a scary thought. If there are aliens ruling this earth, I've always said to myself, who would they be? What cultures would be the aliens? Would it be the Chinese that are here, and they're human Chinese that have similarities to aliens? I think we're all similar to the various aliens are there. And I think we're all unique aliens that were made from DNA from other aliens we'll never even friggin' see or know about, right? When you think of it. But there's something scary. I can't get it out of my head at least once a day thinking of Biden having that mask on him. That was a bit out there. That was a bit much. Literally seeing that the skin at the back of his neck was out 6 to 7 inches and it was bunching up, and that it was a mask. So a lot of people come on my channel and tell me, Bruce, it's Biden's not really Biden. And you know what? Doesn't that sound fucking crazy? but it's true. It's true. I don't think it is. But then you go, well, how, you know, you look at his traits over the years and you look back to his, his voice and stuff is the same. Well, how hard is it to change a voice? How hard is it to pretend somebody's talking? Easy. They do it at most of the concerts you go to, because most of the bands that you love are lip sync, most of them, and they're not actually singing at all. Remember back in the days, certain people of the generation, maybe Darla back in the days. Remember the Monkees came out, very popular. Everyone loved the Monkees. There was even an episode of the Monkees, right? And when that came out, like now there is a documentary on YouTube that explains that they did not play instruments for real, that they wanted to bring that just for the episode out, that they could play music at the same time, and they integrated in a movie. As a matter of fact, they had to hurry up and start learning to play, to be able to play their songs, to be able to do their first show at a certain area. And this is all documented, everything. You got Elton John. Listen, I'm a musician. I'm not putting anyone down. You say, oh, Bruce has a music channel, so he does real music, but everyone else is faking it. Yeah, none of them write their songs. Even Eric Clapton, whom I love dearly. I don't know if he wrote any of his songs. Maybe the one about his son, Tears in Heaven, but I don't think so. Not many others. None of them are written by him, right? It's all Muddy Waters and stuff, and a whole bunch of black artists and stuff. And why black? Because they're freaking good back in the day, boy. When it came to blues and jazz, I listen to just that now today, all day, all damn day long. Sure, whites could be just as good, but back in the day when it came out, and the black people were singing a certain type of, oh, it's fucking popular. It became popular, and it formed how blues is played today and jazz and everything. It's incredible. I guess I'm getting off track here. So I want to ask some questions tonight about what people think, and it'll be interesting looking at, the opinions of everyone, because some people do have different opinions. If they're not here, they're commenting in the comment section somewhere. Thanks again, Scorpio. Yeah, we're in purgatory here, so we're all bad sinners. Yep, that's right. I was one of the least bad ones, but you guys, woof. Right. I'm crazy here with work and babysitting my little granddaughter. Hope she's doing well, Beth. Hope you're doing well. Hope family's doing well too. Nice to see you. Right. Since working for the ANC, being asked to warn the world in 98 about global V outbreak and PM after UK, the EU, 28 years of being called conspiracy theorists. That's right. The more right you are, well, the more you'll be called a conspiracy theorist. I hope people know by now that it's the conspiracy theorists that were labeled conspiracy theorists. Well, they were all right. Whether talking about the V and the poisonous meds and the biometrics and all the bullshit they're doing, mRNA, shedding, all that. I followed it very precisely when it all came out. I know all about it. I know what they did to the blood. I know everything that I'm supposed to know about it, even lots of doctor shit that I shouldn't know about, because I wanted to learn it. I wanted to be aware of my surroundings. Do I feel like I have to blare it out? Yeah, because I wanted people to protect themselves. But they did a hell of a number on us for that, stopping us from actually bringing out information. Damn right, Grip Ripper. That site you mentioned, Shelly, is a paid site for people to head on over and pay you some money. So I took it down, sweetheart. Funny spelling by Doomright and putting bot at the ends and gets it centered. Snort laugh. Big Mike. How about Hillary the Devil? Hillary Clinton. Remember Hillary Clinton? What a bunch of freaks, eh? What a bunch of morons out there. I tell you, my gosh. I saw them all on the platform the other day, a whole bunch of them side by side from Macron all the way to Trudeau arswipe. Just all of them there up on stage, all the idiots. So, and what's happening, Elias, in France with Le Pen? En vaut la peine. Right on, Beth. Working every damn day. Finally can sit down and join the gang and see Bruce. I thank you so much. And listen, I know some of you get busy, but it's just, I appreciate even more those of you that are busy that actually take the time to come on back. Thank you. Echo Surfer. Hey, thank you very much. What sound do they make? My son and his friend saw a hairless, deer-shaped creature with a very long snout, length of alligator mouth in northern Michigan. Can't find any info online with sightings. I'll tell you what, shamelessly voracious. Okay. I'm going to tell you something that I think I mentioned it here before. Okay. I saw a fish with the size of a post truck with the antlers as big as a tree, a rooted tree, maybe 15 to 20 feet long, coming out of the water, eyeball the size of a bowling ball with massive green circle around it, came up, large nostrils, snorted like a whale, was in a river in Valleyfield where it's closed off and they put trout fish in there to grow a fishery. And I saw that with 3 other friends, the same friends that saw the Indian with me. Every time I'm with my 2 energetic friends who lost a family member like me when we were both young, all the same ages, we encounter all these crazy things when we're in the woods or even in public town. Me, I have encounters, guys, and phenomena, almost getting hit by a truck with a woman looking straight at me and stuff, some fucked up things where people are like hypnotized and hit me in my car, and laugh all you want, but I have to live with that shit, and it scared me. So I'm always very careful thinking about going in a plane. I'm saying no to crash. It's not being negative. It's being realistic. William Shuttles, how are you, man? All these cube sightings are blowing my mind. Maybe wonder if they transport things in them. Yes, man. And I hope it's not children or human beings or I guess there is a monetary system with the UFOs and Earth. There must be a galactic monetary system where maybe quite simply wouldn't be surprised if the freaking Queen's on their bills, right? But that was another big change that happened when the Queen died and passed away, the end of the treaties and a lot of things, different things happened and changed. Thank you so much for the contributions, everyone. When they talk about the moon, UFO, etc., it's a tactic. Yeah, shown. Disinformation and all that. It could be. Thanks, Darla. Check the skies, BSA family. Cumbria, thank you very much. What do you make of the Star Wars project? Assets on John Leonard Walson's channel and crew. John Leonard Walson is a troll. Don't even mention the asshole here. He was jealous that I talked to John Lair, but I won't get into that. Help the channel out and subscribe. Hit the like and punch the bell to get notifications. Absolutely. It was all jealousy, eh? People get very mad. We're all here on the platform, all of us together. We could have all worked together, but the problem is that my unique research, is what's causing a lot of people to be mad and stuff. I know a lot of other people that have unique research, unique moon videos of stuff that I've never seen on the moon. Some people showed the space station better than I was ever able to see it. But what, am I going to start complaining? I've never tried to get it. You got to be happy. That's how it is. Eggy, thank you very much. Bruce, why don't you work more with remote viewers? Because most of them are corrupt, I think. And some of the remote viewing that I've been doing is basically how I'm finding some of this stuff. I've been in communication and contact with a higher being, and I never labeled that higher being or those entities as gods or aliens or nothing. I just take the information that comes in, and I see a lot of stuff on the moon. ahead of time, and sometimes most every time just very lucky. But if certain remote viewers have confronted me, there's even one that took my research and enjoys presenting it as his several times. It all comes down to that, my friend. It all comes down to that there's really not a lot of serious people out there doing the research. They're all a part of the same plot and fund to be able to dominate, and who's showing the research. I post about chemtrails, you get people come and advertise, go see so-and-so's channel. Did you see so-and-so's channel talking about this? Did you see so-and-so's channel talking about this? Makes me laugh. Yes, Lawrence, absolutely. Yes. Well, the thing is that I will be writing a book, that's for sure, but documentary, and as for with my footage, I mean, absolutely. I was confronted by, like I say, the former director of MUFON in France, who did his own movie and wanted to do a part 2 with me. So with me as an actor, being Mulder and everything, guys. I'm telling you, never bragged about this, but yeah, wanted me to be Mulder. So the way I look at this now, it's like, I don't know why they do that. So he had me send him down a fucking expensive, excuse the friggin' expression, SD card of $100 with like 8 videos on it, so he can see my original work, right? And never got any feedback back. Didn't even take the time, the asshole, to send me back the SD card and stuff like that. He got me to buy a giant green screen because he wanted me I was fully equipped and ready to go. But yeah, as for that, absolutely. When the truth comes out, it's going to change the world in a drastic way, I believe. Hey, thanks for coming by, everyone. We have another stream tonight, by the way. Paolo, thank you. Portugal, thank you very much. Greer has a UFO archive site online, loads of new old files called DPIA. Right on, Grip, absolutely. Wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised. Smithsonian and Vatican archives, yes, looking at a lot to the public, and we can all evolve possibly to a higher dimension. Straight up, 5-10 years, man, we'd be incredibly evolved. We'd be hundreds of years ahead once all this opens. Just us here now being able to talk about quasi projections and neutrinos and parallel worlds, and how photons can be here in other dimensions at the same time, how we can travel by bending space and time. A couple of years back, I knew nothing of that. Nobody did. Only the big ones knew about this, right? And then I tell you, there's probably about 2 handfuls of people that are big ones that know about this. The Zulu elders say the moon is the ship that brought them here. Yes, I heard that. I like that. Also, there's some Indian tribes that do not believe the moon should ever be visited because it is sacred, holy ground. Yeah, Botriusa. So you're the one then that flies under the wire. Is that why you all take your time when you're coming, to be sure you're not hitting nothing? Want to be sure I'm seeing you at the same time? We will be streaming at 8 o'clock, my friends. Cecil, fresh out of the shower. Amazing. Red Rocks is an amazing place to see a show. It must be. Echo Surfer, incredible. The natural acoustics are amazing. Yeah, I believe it. It's just sensational. It must be a beautiful echo. Exactly. Yeah, it must be something else. And listen, a lot of famous people went to play there over the years, way back. But you see, June 15th, was when they opened in 1941. And it's funny, June 5th was that sighting of the large craft over the area. So I thought it was amazingly interesting. It'd be definitely on my bucket list to be able to get over there and film that. Just a picture of the bloody amphitheater would be amazing. Just that picture. I mean, holy smokes. Yeah, yes, Kai. Yeah, Kai. Anyways, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't talk too much about that, but I actually feel that. I don't know if that's where you're going. Wake up in the morning. I even notice that colors and tints are different sometimes. And I sort of, without flipping out, believe that um, we have different realities, like maybe 7 of them, and that every day, each and every day, we go through those 7 different realities, and there's a gap between like 7 days, and we lose time and whatnot. I believe it. I do, really, honestly do. Timeline blurring. There you go. That's Scorpio. What an incredible question one. Yes. Um, the worst of it is that we'd see aliens, we just think it's an octopus or crazy creature down there. So no matter what we see, as long as if they don't look like humans. So literally, guys, do you realize that if aliens are intelligent, but they don't look like us with 4 arms, 2 arms and 2 legs, we're going to think they're just dumb beings because all animals are not as smart as us, right? That's a hell of a good way of hiding them. Sitting there on the side of the beach. They're dumb, eh? Yeah, they'll never know it. They'll never know it. And a lot of you are going to say, that's crazy. Funny, but crazy, but it's not crazy. I think that's how they're hiding. I think that's literally how they're hiding. So the people of Hollywood could be aliens. They're all in a pedophilic cult. They all had to do rituals. Was what's his name that went into prison that was released, by the way. Remember the limper? Right? Remember that guy? I don't mention his name. I get strikes when I mention his name. They're saying these X points they found on Earth are portals directly to the sun. It's wild. And simply, Samantha, absolutely, how they're probably coming in and out by those. And I mentioned it a long time ago. The magnetic lines. They're coming in through that. They're able to travel through space and time. It's not like we're going to need fuel to get to the stars because we'd never be able to go fast between the stars because we keep encountering that wall of energy every time. It smashes us down and it keeps us under the speed of light. No aerodynamicism. Nothing's aerodynamic either. People wonder why spaceships have different shapes and forms because they don't have to be aerodynamic. It's quite simply that, I think. And again, you see Oumuamua coming into the solar system. Coming into the solar system front to back, and you wonder what the hell's going on. Grip, same as me. Absolutely running out of media outlets. A bunch of liars. Some of them are even starting to lie now. It's all part of a mind control secret project. Hey, I'm sorry. Anyways, I think you even asked me about the Star Wars space project. Yeah, as you must know, way back in the 80s, I mean, I was 5-6 years old and the Star Wars project existed, and they have lasers in space that are, destroying, I don't know how many attacks since the 80s, 15 Russian rockets that are coming our way. Well, boom, 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 boom. They burn a hole in them and they take them out of orbit. Why do you think there's so much shit around Earth and junk that's around there? Please become a Patreon if you want to for a couple of Canadian dollars, which is only worth about 40 cents US now. I think you can become a Patreon. You contribute it here. If you're here listening to me talk, that's a major contributions. I want to thank the X platform, Rumble platform, and YouTube family, of course, and to all that are new to the stream, which I highly doubt that there's very many new people here because we don't see that very much. Mr. Dwayne White, thank you so much, kind sir. There's something definitely going on that is untoward with Joe and Co. Yes, not normal. Definitely not normal. And the reactions, like, you see Biden going to sit down. But what's scaring me are the reactions of the Democrats to having the audacity to pretend that all of a sudden Biden seems lost after all those years now of people watching him be so confused, falling up and downstairs. Ridiculous. Thank you so much, Dwayne. Grateful you felt led to learn about it, says shamelessly voracious. Thank you very much. And didn't get it. And try making others aware. Absolutely. I took the same path as you with it. That's the way I do it. And again, as sad as it is, it's not that we can't reach people. It's that we can't reach them physically. Yes, but not online. Online, there's the scrubbing of the way people interact with themselves. Remember the update that YouTube had before I get off here, that YouTube said, now we're going to change up your notifications. You won't be getting notified all the time by the channels you're subscribed to. You're going to get changing it up. So in other words, you could get a sewing video when you love watching boat or motorcycle videos or gun videos. They'll give you a cat video, right? Me, I don't know if you're like me, all the subscribed channels that I'm subscribed to, I don't get any of their videos anymore. Once in a blue moon, I see a channel. Oh my God, he's still there. It's like they're hiding us all from each other. It is bad. Fauci's Mangles, yes. Fat head on a sterling silver platter. Shellac it real good. Telling you, Count. Truth is coming for us, man. Buzz that tower, baby. Sorry about that. Thanks for asking, Beth. My X channel. There it is. Thank you so much. Oh, no, that's YouTube. Yes, I do have a Pictorem where you can get a base of sinus irritum that I exposed on the moon. It got me in trouble on your wall for as little as just the price of a poster. So check the site out. All my videos, except for the streams, have all the links where you can help out the channel and check them out. Man, that could absolutely be, Dwayne. You guys are starting to scare me now, all this. So true, Beth. It was a total disgrace. Look at it the way you want. All the people of Afghanistan did not want Americans in there to do war, right? They fucked up their country. They left. And then they left $80 billion of military apparatus and equipment so that the Taliban and everyone in ISIS take control of it. That's like Obama, dickweed, dropping off by mistake, they drop off a pallet of arms inside of a friggin' Taliban base or something like that, and like, or ISIS encampment. It's like, what the hell? Mistake. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Thank you very much, Scorpio. I don't either, Cecil. Shai Keenan, thank you for being on X before I get off here, my friends. She loves me, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, it is. Do not know that one, Beth. I'll have to look him up. Xander! I hearing that. His breath smells like dead meat already, so it could be. Oh my God, I've watched a lot of Biden shit. It's really not him. Cecil, I agree with you 100%. You know the thing. He's brain dead, Biden. Hearts go out to you all and the women of Afghanistan. Absolutely, Mixed Mayhem. Such nice things to say, you guys. And we mean it, Scorpio, too. Not everybody, as you must know, not everyone believes in the lies of what people say. Our religions might clash, but that's okay. Friends don't agree with everything. We can still be friends and disagree on certain things. But wanting to kill each other over our differences of opinions is wrong. StreamYard link. Right on. And even better, when this stream finishes, there will be a link, StreamYard link, with a code. You just click on the link, and anyone who subscribes to that link will help me for costs on my own StreamYard. If I'm allowed in. Something definitely going on that is I'm telling you, it is getting bad. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for everything. Really, honestly, you got to check out my video talking about Raytheon in Antarctica. The whistleblower, everyone's talking about him, and he was working there. He was an electrician. I know all about the story there. Yes, absolutely. These people are all being held back from bringing the truth out, but truth is coming now. Guarantee you, truth is coming. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for the generous contributions, for being here. Thank you, Rumble. Thank you, X, and thank you, YouTube. And I'll be back on at exactly 8 o'clock Eastern time. And check out my last video of yet again chemtrail plane breaking up the spray, and then seeing that break away into the distance. And I'll be answering comments also this afternoon, and I'll see you all in a little bit. I'm going to go out to see if the sun is active, if it's exploding or not. Thanks again, everyone. Subscribe, please.